The second thing that we talked about is the time is being serialized to a string. But in our records, it's time.time. So the question is, how does JSON know that it should convert this time to this string in this format? So if you go to time definition, you will see that time.time implements a function called Marshal JSON. Marshal JSON is something that is a method that if you implement it, meaning a method called Marshal JSON that returns a byte slice and an optional error, you implement an interface called JSON.marshaller. And every time that implements that, JSON is going to use this function, other than the default, to marshal things to JSON. Okay, so if you have a specific type that you want to be marshaled differently, or type that is not supported by JSON, but you want to have support, then what you're going to implement Marshal JSON. Okay, you see, by the way, that GOB has the same schema. So this is GOB encode and decode. So there are several marshalling interfaces per format that you can implement on your types, so they will be supported. There's binary marshalling and et cetera, et cetera. But and this is what JSON is doing. And it is basically formatting it to a format called RFC 3339 with nanoseconds. That's the format. Okay, which looks like this, right? So it's a standard format for time, which has a spec. So again, this is highly recommended to use this format when you're dealing with time. Okay, so let's do it for our values. Okay, instead of having the value look like this, with a string of that, what I want you to do is implement Marshal JSON let's say emit it as a string in the format 31.6F or 0.7 inches, etc., etc. Okay, so I want when JSON is marshalling this type of a value, I don't want to see a structure like this one. I want to see temperature and then 35.5F as a string. And rain is going to be 0 IN as a string. Okay? And once you wrote the code, just restart the server and see that you get the expected result. Okay, so when you call the server, you need to see something like this. All right, so we need to do Marshall JSON, and we need to return a byte slice and an error. So I'm going to use sprintf. So the video unit. Okay, so now I have a string, and I need to make it a valid JSON string. So now I need to do return JSON dot Marshall. Oops. Of the string. And I need to import the FMT package. And I need to import encoding JSON.